There we go. Hey guys, I've been promising to do this for a while. Actually, it wasn't for a while. It was just Friday. But Friday, we spent way too much time working on the game. Usually, you only work till like 8:30, 9 p.m. But Friday, we were having a few finishing touches in one of the routes, so we ended up closing up at like 11:30 p.m. So yeah, it was already too late. We didn't want to do like 1 hour of analysis of the survey. So basically, not only we don't pretty much, Isaac is not around on the weekend, so can't do much. And it was my brother's birthday, so there we go. I guess Monday is as good as any other day. I was going to do this with Key from Officer Chloe. We were going to do, it was going to co-host this, so he could also give his input on some of the things that you guys wrote about. But unfortunately, his microphone is kinda acting up, so we have a few joint things planned for the future, where I am his adventurer, or Fleeting Iris as you guys know it by now, and Officer Chloe are going to do some joint efforts to, you know, give you guys some cool stuff, but we're gonna leave that for later, or I'll just let Key announce it. So let's get started, because you guys wrote a lot and I want to go over a few things. First and foremost, the first question was, if you had to give up between a function, would you rather give up reflection or the lamp shining at light? The opinion is kinda divided. Most people don't mind. Some people would want the reflections away because it's only 3 maps, which is a good thing, because the reflections was something that was not in the game when the night lights were, and then there was a conflict between both scripts. So in the future we might try to work out the scripts and try to get the reflection back in the game, but right now it's almost impossible. We will have to get rid of the night lights, and we think that it also brings more to the game than the reflection does, so it's cool that you guys pick the reflection to go. And that's the version we've been working on. We've been working on a version of the game and developing the story that's going to come out probably this week. We've been working without the reflections. We had one version ready for the game without the night lights and one without the reflections. I'm glad you guys picked the reflections, so there's not much to say about this one. Let's go into the next one. Regarding patches, what kind of patches would you like to see? And this was pretty much a division between story, anti, and mechanics. Story is pretty much, you guys know, just a lot of story, a lot of background character development, and then die scenes related to the story. The other were anti, and just the character going berserk, having a lot of sex with everyone. And the other was mechanics, which is mini games, some cool stuff that lets you, you know, get deeper into the game, like soundtracks and voice acting and menus that help you play the game or make the game more fun to play. Most people picked story and anti, other people picked a nice balance between all. So yeah, our focus is going to be with story and anti. This patch is only story and anti, and the bug fixes, but that was almost impossible not to do. The rest, there's no mechanics introduced in this patch, pretty much story and tie scenes. But in the future we might throw a couple mechanics here and there, just to make sure that everybody's happy, but we're going to be focusing in story and anti, obviously. On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest, how much do you care about additions such as voice acting, immersion mechanics, soundtracks, etc, etc? So I'm going to guess this one is pretty level, 19, 21, 38, 42, 76. So it's pretty much just keep it as it is right now. What would you like to see more of in the game? And this one is the one that probably Key will have a lot of opinions to share about, which everybody just wait, did this bug? There we go. People want to see more entire scenes, characters in side quests. All of this is planned. People already getting you know, typical. People just want to see the game come out regardless of what it brings. Storyline and voice acting, which is pretty cool, which is what is gonna come out in the next patch. A gameplay-based prostitution system. This will allow me to move up the ranks as a prostitute and become a madam myself. So that will be kind of a unique route where Ayame will be like the leader of a brothel. We have something similar planned for the third game with Luna. So it's cool that people mentioned that it will be cool to go up in the ranks of a brothel. But yeah, a gameplay based on prostitution system, it's a pretty good idea. Yes, I don't know what you mean. Yes, sure. Story, as one developer is on board, you get the main quest done first, then add to it. Story and side quests, lesbians, there's gonna be some of that. More story, more hentai scenes. Corruption, groping scenes with Robert's view but stealthy. Sure, we have this on the next patch. So it's cool that you guys ask. We have a scene in the counter where Ayame is having fun with a few customers actually seeing, but stealthy. I know what you mean. I know the behind the counter thing. I also like it. So it's definitely going to come a lot of it. Add-ons such as taking the dog to the vet from overeating, more lively conversations with NPCs or finding objects on the street and interacting with them. Yeah, we plan to do this. We don't consider it a priority right now. We just want to get a few more hentai scenes out and, you know, get the hentai fans happy with it. And we're gonna try and put some of these in the middle and add a few of them on every patch. So yeah, definitely expect to see more of this. Costume customization. This is not going to work. And the difference this is not going to work is right now Ayame has like 15 costumes, and then you have to take in consideration the other characters and, you know, pretty much the amount of art that we already draw right now. If we had to redraw a scene like 19 times, we might try to make costumes that you can apply in different scenes in future games, and right now it will be unfeasible. At this point it will be unfeasible to do this. Maybe when we can get Muku some better gear, better equipment, better hardware, and it draws faster, which is something that comes innately to a person. It's like the more you draw, the faster you draw. We can try and do this. We can try and do this with less costumes, like 3-4 different costumes, which is what most games do. But doing that with like 15 costumes, which is what I am in, as it's unfeasible. But we definitely want to try and do something like this. There's going to be a couple scenes where you can pick between two or three costumes, but customization will be pretty infeasible at this point. We're going to try and implement it on the second game, but we'll see how it works. Yeah, more hentai scenes with Robert. We have a couple planned. They are all optional, just like every sex scene in the game right now is. But you will be able to build a better relationship with Robert. It's definitely going to be in the game. Let's see. Story and hentai. Yeah, our game is going to be story choices, illicit cheating scenes. Yeah, this is pretty much going according to the premise, so you're definitely going to see a lot more story, a lot more hentai. Main story, backgrounds. Yeah, this is pretty much what we're focusing right now. Main story and hentai. People are want to see different routes, references. References is hard to do. Like, we can do a couple references. We are planning a Pokemon Go reference where there's like a huge crowd in the middle of the street, and then Ayame goes and checks out what's going on, and then she gets groped. Basically, we're going to try and introduce a couple references, but it's hard to introduce references without jumping on the field of plagiarism or copyright issues, or, you know, it's something that we gotta tread careful on. That's why, as English hentai makers, are working on some joint things like me and Key, and you're gonna see references to his game in Fleeting Iris. So we're gonna work on references, but it's something that you gotta be careful. working on references when you can jump into copyright issues, and you gotta be careful with that. But there's already a few references that you can check in the game. For example, let me just try to throw an Easter egg. It's not something that you can easily tell, but there's a couple Final Fantasy VII references. There's a line that you can see in the train graveyard where Aeris' foster mother is waiting for her husband. There's a couple that has the same dialogue in this that is on Final Fantasy VII, and there's also a line where Ayame goes into the locker when she changes her outfit for the first time, when she goes into Melvin's, and she says something along the lines of something 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 something. This brings back memories, which is what Cloud says when he puts on the soldier costume in Final Fantasy VII. So there's a couple references in the game, but it's hard to throw out references out there without, you know, going into the copyright issues. So yeah, a corruption bar is something that we have planned. Accidental and purposeful flashing is also planned for later in the game when Ayame is deeper corrupted. Again, customization, you're going to be able to see different outfits and different hairstyles on different routes. But as going, for example, on a bunny outfit to Melvin's, it's probably not going to happen in this game. Blackmail scenarios are definitely going to happen. Melvin is one of the biggest ones right now, but there's going to be a few more, like huge ones, and coming out next patch as well. Story action hentai, yes. Storyline, yes. Revenge of NPC from Ayame, like Melvin does. Revenge of NPC from Ayame, like Melvin does. I don't quite understand this, but Ayame is gonna take revenge on Melvin in one of the routes, if that's what you mean. Corruption stages, gangbang, and bukakes. Yes, my dear friends, we're gonna have a lot of this. Free roaming, yes. Assuming in the demos more story and scenes, yes. It's hard to put a finger on it. Can't think of anything right now. Corruption, yes. More story in the Bad District. This is gonna be one of the later parts in the game. It's gonna be way close to the end, but we have plans for it. Branching choices and non-linear storyline is also gonna come, just not in this patch, because this patch is gonna introduce a few important characters, and it's going to be very important to the storyline. But we're going to have branching choices and non-linear storyline. There's going to be NPCs that pretty much you're just going to have sex with them one or two times. Something that you don't have to. It's not important for the story, but you can have sex with them just for the sake of having sex with people. Later on, when Ayame gets deeper corrupted, in like 2 or 3 patches. Yes, more revealing and slutty clothing. Yes, we can work on this. This will actually be cool. We haven't planned, but we might actually change Ayame's original costume, the one that she wears most of the time. So this is something that we were talking about earlier about Ayame being able to change between a couple outfits, 2 or 3 outfits, but not in all of them. So yeah. What else? More scenes, yes. Lesbian storyline, there's going to be a few, not totally lesbian, it's more like you know what I mean. It's probably Adriana and a couple more characters. It's going to be lesbian, but it's also going to be heterosexual. So yes, this is going to happen. Varieties of conversations based on your status. This is going to happen. The profile also changes based on your status, so you can see how people's opinion of you is changing. Or the opinion about yourself when looking into a mirror. Yes, that is going to change. It's going to be reflected in how people talk to you. It's going to be reflected in some of your it's going to be reflected in some of the dialogues with some of the characters. Some characters will just downright almost stop talking to you. What else? Yeah, the faces in the profile when you open the menu. Ayame is also going to show different faces, different, you know. She's going to show Ayagao faces. She's going to look sluttier and sluttier the more you corrupt her. The more lust she gets, she's going to look ornier and ornier. So that's going to look cool. Story. Optional hentai events soon. So story. Some Easter eggs. Definitely we have planned for this, and with the cameos and stuff. If I want to go to the slums, let me. Later, I'll let you. Right now, it's not something that I like. You can only give freedom to a person up to a certain point. You cannot. It will definitely mess with the premise of the game if you go to Melvin's house and be like, oh no, I'm such a pristine girl, and then you're pretty much the bicycle, the town bike on the slums. That will make no sense. So the more you develop your sluttiness and your corruption, the more places will be open to you, and the choices will get more freer. Choice of pregnancy, more submission later. Right now, it doesn't fit the character, but it's gonna happen. Yeah, yeah. Add some lingerie scenes. Okay. We were gonna leave that for the. We're gonna leave that for the bunny outfit and a couple other things, but sure. More voyeuristic qualities. There's gonna be a ton of that in Sato's route and the swingers route. Yes. Animal sex shit, scat or chicks with dicks. Fuck off that. Oh, I don't want to see some of this. Yeah, don't worry, you're not gonna see any of this. Chicks with dicks, maybe with a strap on. We'll see. We don't know yet. But if it's too, animal sex shit or scat or whatever, we're not gonna add sex. But animal sex shit is, it might be coming in the DLC. You don't have to download it, and it's not canon. You can just see it, but it's not part of the story. Changing Ayami's personality is one of the major premises of the game. So yeah, more sex scenes, Netorare elements, and pregnancy, definitely. Clothing, gangbang, yes. Netorare, job trick, yes. This is gonna happen later on in the game. Random events like drug dealers selling drug at night, and you can pay them with money or your body. That can happen. Probably will. We have plans for it. It's classified. Public shame, wardrobe malfunction, and mischief. Yes, this is something that we have planned for a few of the NPC characters in the park and next to the campus, etc., etc. More more interactions with even one on Netorare route. So basically, most people are like Netorare. Some scenes with I Am and Robert, more outfits. This is coming next patch. Cream Pie with internal X-ray view. This is coming next patch. We're gonna let it be free eventually. So I already read most of it, but most of the ideas are like just give us more anti-scenes and story right now, which is what people want the most, which is pretty cool. Regarding the optional DLCs, which showed up pregnancy, bestiality, and other types of fetishes, only 28 responded. I probably won't download it. 168 people like the idea, so we're gonna go through with the DLC idea. They're free, you just patch the game in, and you can have access to more scenes that not everyone is gonna enjoy. And this is a popularity contest. Obviously, Adriana, being the second girl, won with 79 posts. A lot of people like Melvin, and I don't think people like Melvin as in Melvin. They just want to see more scenes with Melvin, as they are disgusted by Melvin, but like the fact that he's, making a doormat out of Ayame. Jack is someone that a lot of people like, which is cool because we have plans for Jack. So Jack is going to have a very, very, very interesting route with another person, and is going to invite a few friends over. It's definitely going to be a very interesting route. So definitely wait for more scenes with Jack, and more scenes with Adriana and Dan are going to come out very, very soon. Most people don't care as long how long the game is developed for, as long as the game keeps being developed and we get more scenes, more hentai, more story, more everything. Basically, as soon as we have a plan for pretty much the routes that we're gonna make and how the game ends. So the game definitely has a story, has a middle and an end. We have plans for that. How long the game is going to be developed, we wanted to do it like late 2017, late 2016, early 2017. But we'll see. We know that we have a lot of scenes and a lot of routes that we want to develop on. and you know it might keep going on for a bit, for a while longer. Which of these do you want to see the most? Main storyline enticing, side quests with the known characters enticing, or a combination of both? Yeah, this one is pretty balanced. 149 picked a combination of both, so people want to see a combination of main story enticing with the characters that everybody knows, and some want to see like small side quests where you can have sex with like drug dealers, where you can sell your body, rewarding someone for finding your lost dog, some chicken scenes on in molestation in subways, some voyeurism in the park, you know, all that good stuff. From the main characters that came out right now, which design you enjoyed the most? Most people picked Ayame. I guess this might change later on when people get to know the actual characters and see their personalities. But yeah, Ayame had a lot of points. What fetishes would you love to see in the game? This one is definitely going to be interesting, so let's take a look at it. Ayame getting her ass felt, groped, slapped everywhere she goes by everyone. Everywhere by anyone. I don't think we're gonna do this, but it's gonna be really close to it in a couple places at specific times. So yeah, women with big fucking asses. Yes, my man. Yes, someone understands me. Yes, big booty bitches. This guy knows what we're talking about. Yes, we're gonna see some ladies with big fucking asses, don't worry. Voyeurism and exhibitionism. Tons of it planned. Bestiality and incest and humiliation. Incest, yes, humiliation, moderate and bestiality on a DLC, so we got you covered. More exhibitionism and humiliation. Wow, this guy is, you know, pretty spot on. And more exhibitionism. People want exhibitionism, and we gotta give the people what they want, so it's gonna happen. Shota with Jack, bestiality, lots of cheating and notoriety with Melvin, that jerk in the bar, and Robert's friends, strap-on between Ayame and some other chicks, molesting more, standing sex, and rough sex. Yes, I think we got you covered in all this. Some of it on DLCs. Ayame in stockings in a gangbang. Yes, I got you covered. Don't worry, it's gonna happen. Swinging, bestiality, Shota, pregnancy, got all of this covered. Lesbians. Especially Ayame seduced or forcefully punished. Yes, it's gonna happen. Ayame is all I need. I got you covered. Straight Shotacon, it's gonna happen. We got a character ready for you. Don't mind as long as they aren't too outrageous. Yes, don't worry. Scatology is not gonna happen. Straight Shota all the way. Getting fucked by all our students at the same time and or individually. Yes, it's gonna happen. Except it's only on the second game, but it's gonna be some Shota on the first one. Don't worry, but there's gonna be a lot of Shota on the second game and some Shota on the first one, and it's all, you know, not forced. You can see it or not. It's your call. This is actually planned into the game, and she gets caught later on. Basically, Ayame is gonna. I don't want to spoil it, but basically, there's going to be. I'd like to see Ayame accidentally walk in on an unusual fetish and progress into a habit of peeping on other people. This is actually going to happen. It's planned. You don't have access to that area yet, but there's going to be some hot springs and some other stuff, and Ayame is going to, you know, eventually she's just going to start peeping on other people, and later on she's going to participate into it. So yeah, it's definitely going to come. What else? Bring them all on. I'm not a picky person. Yes, sir. I got you covered. Hypnosis. Maybe a couple scenes. I had it planned for the second game, not on Ayama's Adventure. We will see what we can do for you. Notoriety or any form of immoral, cheating, and scandalous behavior is always welcome. Then you have to corrupt Ayame. Good luck doing that, and have fun doing it. Exhibition, humiliation. Yes, we got it covered eventually. Not overly picky. The whole mother-in-law fetish with Jack will be an awesome route. It's gonna happen, don't worry. Bukake. I'm getting from basically a group of thugs while enjoying it, but not a 111 degree. Okay, yes. You know what I mean? No benchy screeching, please, Evan Studios. Don't worry, we won't give you any screeching benchies. I'll make sure that Tina keeps her volume to, you know, a pleasant degree. I mean, it's Trina Duhar. She knows what she's doing. But if we detect some benchy screeching, we will alert her that we need to tone down the sound a little bit. Okay, Cleveland Steamroller. I have no fucking idea what that is. I heard about it once. Is when you shit on a girl's chest, then rub it your wank back and forth on it and spin it around between her boobies. Yeah. Pregnancy in Chota on DLCs. Molestation or rape. Yes, definitely. We got you covered. Buzz in train. And subway. Somnophilia? Basically, maybe it's because they're all making a few really stupid choices. Perhaps I misget drunk, take advantage of violent conscience. Oh yeah, definitely. Later. Lots of it. Blackmail. Pregnancy, birth, later. Humiliation, female or any female. Old man and young woman scenario. This is gonna happen, don't worry. Robert's father is a fucking geezer. No fetish. Bukake gangbang with the blonde. Yes, got you covered. Not real big fetish guys, so not a big deal for me. All good. Moral degeneration. Absolutely. Netorade, uncle, step, no uncle, but we got a stepdad, we got a father-in-law, we got an old man, we got a corruption manager, owner. Yes, we got drunk, and we might have hypnotist. We have lots of it in the second game. I am intrigued, blindfold, blackmail, hypno. That's gonna happen, blindfold. She thinks like, oh my god, who I'm having sex with, and then she realizes she's having sex with, well, a room full of people. Uniform, glasses, lipstick. Yes, second game mostly, and she's gonna work as Ayami is gonna work as a secretary. There's gonna be some of it in this game as well. The affirmation and smoking will be awesome. Maybe some slave master play will be good as well. Definitely. I know size queen. Yeah, size queen. I had to fucking Google that the first time I saw it. Basically, for people who don't know, size queen is people that it started in the gay community where the queens were be like, I only have sex with people with big sizes. So that's why it became called the size queen. So basically, a size queen is someone that only has sex with guys with big dicks. Yes, we're gonna have a size queen for you and lots of anal. I like Fuda. It's gonna happen first with strap on, later on, more in the second game. The main characters are gonna be raped by you know, a size queen, Fuda. Things like pregnancy, later. Exhibitionist with a chance to get caught, yes. Things like sex while asleep or being tricked into sex with someone you didn't agree to, yes. We're gonna have this with a blindfold and some other ideas. Show the swinging light BDSM. Holy shit, my pen just flew. Give me a second. And I'm back. This was awkward. Just taking notes of a couple ideas that I got right now because of you guys. Anal and domination, yes. Depravity, gangbangs, exhibitionism, rape, male dom, no idea what that is. Oh, male domination, yes. Bestiality, corruption, all that good stuff. I got you covered. Mate, school blackmail, yes. Tons of it. We got so much of this. Don't worry, we got you covered. Exhibitionism, pseudo-incest, yes. Jackie's pseudo-incest, I mean, it's not her blood, that's pseudo-incest. Her father-in-law is pseudo-incest. By the way, pseudo-incest is called inseki. For you guys that want to know, this is actually a thing, this is actually a fetish, inseki. Which is basically sex involving in-laws, stepfathers, or adopted family relatives. So for you that want that, you know, use the word pseudo-incest, it's called inseki. You're welcome, bro. Exhibition, tons of it. Foot fetishes, maybe a few. At least one for each one. Yes, okay, I got you covered, don't worry. Ayame being raped, bestiality, and having sex with an old man. Got you covered in all of them. Pregnancy, BDSM and pet play. DLCs. Voyeur, have someone watch Ayame cheating without her knowing. Yes, there's gonna be a lot of it, and then that person gets to make some blackmail with Ayame. Boob related stuff. Transformation and lactating. You're gonna love one of the DLCs that MDX requested from us. Kidnapping, slavery. Basically, for those who don't know who MDX is one of our $100 tier, and the requested DLC where Ayame's boobs are gonna become ginormous. So there's going to be boob transformation and lactating. You don't have to download the DLC, but it's good to know that it's gonna come. Kidnapping, slavery. That's what she said last night. Good to know it's gonna come. Huh, see what I did there? Kidnapping, slavery, yes, later in the game in the slums. Time in captivity and appropriate stats to go along with it. Huh. I didn't read this. Good idea, sir. Good idea. I am a Shota and bestiality. Yes, and bestiality. We got it. You got it covered. I am in a threesome, maybe more. Got you covered in both sides. Lingerie. Ha! See what I did there? Both sides. I'm so funny. More corruption. Exhibition in Shota. Yes, I love all three of these. We're gonna have lots of it. Lingerie. Most of all stockings and deal stuff. Yes. Trans or feudal scenes. Maybe. Voyeurism peeping. I love this. I love the fact that you guys are so in sync that you cannot read everyone else's answers, but most of the answers are about the same stuff, which means that our fans are usually the fans of a determined type of game, and you guys are all in sync, and that really helps us making a game because it's easy to understand what you guys like. So that's really cool. Kudos to you guys. You guys are an amazing number of patrons that know what you like, and that's a good thing. Nuns, man. Don't care which characters, just give me stuff with nuns. Sure, bro. I had no clue to work nun stuff, but sure, I'll throw you some in second game and third game. And maybe in IMS, I don't know, maybe the church is gonna become really cool and they all end up working there and they don't know at different points. I'll give you nuns, bro. I'll give you nuns. I'm in a good mood. Nuns for everyone. IMS, blowjob, anal sex, feasting, no, gangbang, yes. Fisting, maybe. I don't know how I'm gonna get Mukuyaki to draw this, but I don't. I don't know, man. I'll think about the fisting. It's done. More Netorarian bondage. Yes. I am choosing who gets to impregnate her. Nuns in the third game. Respond to the succubus. Enough. Yes. That's exactly the idea we had. That's why we had it on the third game. The second and first. I don't see how I can make it work in IMS, but I can definitely make it work on the second game. IMS choosing who gets to impregnate her. Willful submission, corruption, and Netorare. In future, more characters like Melvin, in appearance and demeanor, but maybe a little more sneaky about it. Got you covered. Shota, nursing and job. Sure. You guys have no idea, but I just learned a lot of this shit because of this game. I had no idea what the fucking nursing hand job was. This is actually a thing. It's when you're like laying down and someone is like giving you a hand job while they are sucking in your tits. Basically, I can Google it right quick. Ooh, crap. What the f- it's not kinda like this. It's not kinda like this. It's more like... Okay, basically I don't want to get banned from Meatbox. But yeah, there's a lot of games out there with nursing end jobs, so yeah. Bestiality with Ayame, DLC. Interracial condom sex to raw sex, Trick, Ayame or Evelyn. So basically you want the black guy to have sex with Ayame, and then he pretends that he's wearing a condom, and then Ayame is like, oh my god, he's not wearing a condom. I got you covered. I got you covered, my friend. I got you covered. Gangbang and DP. Tons of it. Got you covered. Bestiality and more blackmailing. Perhaps even a dash of Netorare. Yes. DLC. Tons of it. The babysitting DLC with Ayame. Yes. So much, so good. I want that much. I want that so much as well. It's gonna be one of my favorite things. I love Shota stuff. Bestiality. I don't like Loli and I like Shota. Am I weird? Am I weird? I like Shota dominance over a grown female, but I don't like Loli. Am I weird? If we have like some psychologists or psychiatrists here in the patrons, just tell me I'm weird or I'm not. I will appreciate it. Bestiality and a good amount of slavery. Yes, very late in the game, but I got both of them planned for you. Gangbang, Evelyn and Ayame. Yes, covered. Gangbang, Bukake, molestation, covered. Pregnancy, lactation, later. DLC, pregnancy, drugs, aphrodisiac, Adriana. Wait, what? You want see more of Adriana, or you want pregnancy on Adriana, or drugs on Adriana? If you're reading this, send me a PM. Mischief, public humiliation, shame, wardrobe malfunction. Yes, all of it. Tons of it. Who doesn't like this? Tons of it. Mindbreak, pregnant, nuns, train, or buzzed Phillips. Yes. Drugs Witchmaker Orny. It's gonna be an item in the game. You have to purchase it. You get money from working, you purchase this, and you can get her Orny. And you can get her in state to do stuff that she wouldn't do otherwise. Isn't that cool? Impregnation. I'm reading what you're saying, Key. I'm reading what you're saying. I got to read the first one. I'm gonna read the second one. What the fuck? Where is it? Wait, was that you? Oh, nuns in the third game. Response to the sick of stuff. I got you, bro. I think the Shota thing stems from wishing that you were the Shota giving it to some sexy older woman. I get the same. LOL is a bit meant to me. Cool, Chew. It's good to hear that we're in sync. I am into getting all kinds of nasty stuff, with mainly gangbangs, willing or unwillingly forced. We're gonna have both. At public locations, just as a what? Such as the restaurants? Maybe. To pubs, trains and or bus, and of course at the streets. Yes, okay, I got you covered. But not in restaurants, maybe later. Yeah, maybe later. Obviously Netorare, where it should be, basically we have one, but the restaurant is closed. It's not like just in front of everyone. But the pub one, train one, and streets, it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be self-service. Obviously Netorari, yes. The husband for some reason is super trusting because Ayame feels like a very trustworthy person. He knows her for 3 months, it's not a lot, but you know. The player sees all, true, but the husband doesn't, and it's gonna happen stuff where she is having sex in the next room and he's like, ah, I'm sure it's nothing. Yes, we're gonna have some of that. But Robert might also not be a fucking idiot depending on how you develop him, because Ayame is not the only character that you develop in the game. Some answers that you give to Robert are also gonna increase or decrease Robert's trust, and that also might make you get caught or not. So be careful what kind of answers you give to Robert as Ayame, because it's gonna, you know, have an impact later on in the game. Aha, bet you didn't know that, but there's already one of those things in the game. Booyah. Ring job, scat and bestiality. Male to female rim job. Yes, scat. No, bestiality. Later. Don't ask me to draw scat. Like, seriously. There's a ton of authors out there. You just ask them. Really, I'm not the guy who's gonna develop scat stuff to you. I'm sorry, but neither I can stomach to draw it, to write it, the story. Probably Muku is not gonna stomach to draw it. So we're really not the team that you want to do. You want writing a scat scene. Again, this looks like the game is going to be perfect for me. Even the extreme stuff are okay. I love you, bro. Thanks for supporting us. Rape and mind control. Yes, I would like to see some level of corruption, gangbanging, and prostitution. Got you covered on all fronts. No. Okay. Bestiality, corruption, old man, gangbang, rape. Got you covered. Shota. Yes. Brand's style character or Luca from Metal Gear Quest. Monster Girl Quest. Luca Monster Girl Quest. Okay, let me. Luca Monster Girl Quest. Who the fuck are you? A small, really small kid. Yes, got you covered. What's the other one that you mentioned? Ren style character. Rens. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. The Ren style character. Can make it happen. BDSM corrupted morals cosplay Ahegaho. Yes. Oh, dude, we have a huge. Okay, I'm gonna spoil this bit because I know you guys. I don't know why, but you guys love being spoiled stuff. But basically, there's gonna be like this cosplay convention where you're gonna see tons of characters portraying characters from Naruto, Bleach, etc., etc. Ayame is gonna be, you know. Maybe we throw like a survey, and you guys can tell us who would you like Ayame to cosplay as, and maybe we can have the same for all the other characters. For example, Evelyn could cosplay as Elibel from Bleach. Ayame could cosplay as Tifa from Final Fantasy VII. I think it's fair use. So you know, it will be cool to have you guys voted for who you wanted the characters to cosplay as. So yay! For example, Jasmine can cosplay as Yuffie. Luna can cosplay as, I have no fucking idea, someone like, you know, Sailor Moon, you know. Dignity degradation, yes bro, tons of it. Corruption, Netorari, feet, smell. We will dwell a little bit on this, but it's not going to be like too deep. All kinds of cum-related ones, cross-dressing, Fuda, muscle girls. Maybe later. Second game. Bestialities with roses. Bestiality with roses. What the? Foreskin, maybe. Piercings, definitely. Armpit, vagina hair. A little bit. Gaping. I don't remember what it is. Gangbang. Dirty old man, almost man. Yes, I got this covered so much. I would like to see a large multiple partner scene involving Ayame and Adriana. Definitely. Exhibitionism, upskirt. Give me a second. Yes. Ayame, Rex, you know which fetish that is. Oh my god, no I don't. But I'm sure I'm about to find out. Oh my god, what the fuck is a Rex? Oh, it's disposition? Okay, whoever sent me the thing about Rex, I have no idea what that is, so, you know. NTR, blackmail. Oh my god, don't tell me it's T-Rex's fucking cars. NTR, blackmail, corruption. Yes, I would like to see some with piercings and tattoos. Yes, the character is not in the game yet. Maybe later Ayame in some endings. The summer picture made me contemplate this where they go to the beach, and that's the guy to help out in their sunblock. Possibly two instances of one reluctant, one not so much. Yes, we got this actually written. Ayame and the other girl so that she remains faithful to Robert, or the son anal and BJ but no penetration. Ayame develops an anal fetish to save her virginity. Doubt this is gonna happen. Anal, beast, gangbang, bukake, breast enlargement, nipple fucking. No. Later on the DLC. Yes. Yes. Fifth game. DLC. Drinking? Can happen. Will happen. Yes. Yes. I like the idea of video tapes where we can see Ayame cheating sent to her husband day after day and more extreme each time. Yes, your English is fine and the idea is awesome and we have it planned. Shota with Ayame. Yes. Dog Seinen. Fucking idea what it is. Blackmail is my favorite, so I'm covered. I feel you, bro. Double penetration, fetishes, X-rays, coming, shots of deep throating and pussy cervix penetration. It's gonna happen. Bestiality, DLC. Tons of this. Pregnant and piercing, pregnant for the main character, definitely. Bestiality, hypnosis, some type of brainwashing, yes. Later in the game. With the free roaming. No preference, more stuff with Ayame. I like to see her deal stuff in public. Yes, don't worry. Like trying to keep a straight face while she's getting groped or not wearing underwear. This is definitely gonna happen. Love that as well. You seem to already nail everything I had in mind. Would you guys have plays in the DLC plus Buzz game content? I'm glad. Plus the things that we haven't revealed yet, but don't worry, it's nothing like too crazy. Lolicon, deep throat, facial cum shot, toys, double penetration, persevere keen on innocence, corruption. So yeah. Guys, we got you all covered. We've read everything that you guys said, and for the most part, we're gonna make it happen. So don't worry, you guys gave us very good ideas, very good ideas. Most of it we got covered. The others, either if they were new for us, like the Brothel Madam with the stats, that was an amazing idea that we might implement in the third game. A few other things we hadn't planned, but you know, it helps us develop on a few routes that we already have. So thank you a lot for the survey. Thanks to everyone that listened to the whole thing, and thank you for your opinions. And stay tuned for the patch that is going to come sometime this week, maybe earlier next one, but we wanted to do it before the first, just so people that want to stop supporting us can go away with another patch. But you know, we're gonna try and keep you all covered. So thanks for watching, and see you guys later on.